Tonight, there is nowhere you need to be and nothing you need to accomplish. The world outside can continue without your attention for a little while. Instead, allow yourself to wander gently into a peaceful corner of medieval Europe, where thick stone walls have stood for centuries. Candlelight flickers softly against ancient wood, and the only sounds are distant bells, rustling leaves and the slow breathing of the night. Long before crowded cities filled the valleys, a quiet monastery rested high upon a green hillside. Built from pale grey stone, it overlooked forests, winding rivers, and small farms scattered across the countryside. The monks who lived there followed nearly the same routine every day. Year after year, season after season, nothing hurried them. Nothing disturbed the calm rhythm of their peaceful lives. As evening slowly settled over the land, the final rays of sunlight painted the monastery, walls in soft shades of amber and gold. Birds returned quietly to their nests beneath the old oak trees. Far below, sheep wandered lazily toward wooden fences, while thin streams reflected the fading sky like ribbons of silver. The cool evening breeze carried the scent of fresh grass and distant wildflowers. Inside the monastery, candles were gently lit one by one. Their warm glow danced across wooden tables worn smooth by countless hands over many generations. Shelves filled with carefully copied books lined the walls. Every page had been written slowly with feather quills dipped in dark ink, each letter formed with patience that modern time rarely allows. One elderly monk quietly entered the library, carrying a small lantern. His footsteps echoed softly across the stone floor. He had performed this same evening task for nearly 50 years, checking each candle, closing every wooden window, and ensuring every precious book rested safely upon its shelf. There was no rush, only steady, comforting routine. Beyond the monastery walls stretched fields of barley that gently swayed. Beneath the growing moonlight, crickets began their simple nighttime songs, repeating the same soft melody again and again. Somewhere nearby, an owl watched silently from a tall pine tree. The stars slowly appeared one by one, until the entire sky sparkled like countless tiny lanterns. Near the center of the monastery stood a quiet stone courtyard. A small fountain bubbled softly, its water flowing endlessly just as it had for generations. Moss covered the older stones. While climbing, ivy reached patiently towards the moonlit rooftops. Even the smallest sounds seemed gentle here, blending together into perfect harmony. A young monk sat beside the fountain holding an unfinished manuscript. Rather than writing, he simply listened. The water, the breeze, the distant bell tower. Everything seemed to remind him that time moved differently within these walls. Here, moments stretched softly like quiet waves upon a calm lake.